We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go. Hi everybody, I'm Sophie, he's Mike, and she's Brenda, and welcome to On the Road with Mickey. If you're returning for another adventure with us, welcome back. We are so glad you have returned safely. And if this is your first episode with us and you're new here, welcome. It's so nice to meet you, and I'm going to show you the reins today. First up, we have our Cheddar from the Big Cheese, which is basically our Disney news snippets. And then after that, we have our feature topic, which is what we talk about for most of the episode. And then after that, we have our This Day in Disney History, brought to you by me. And after that is our game of Who's Who, and that is brought to you by Mike, my dad. Oh, fair warning, I'm almost never wrong when it comes to this game. I almost always win it. And then after that, Brenda will be giving us a quote from the big man himself, Walt Disney, and it's just going to be amazing. So buckle up, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car at all times. Make sure you're safe, fasten your seatbelts, all that good stuff, and we will see you on the road. It's time to get going. Let's go!
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi everyone.
And he's Mr. Grogu. And we're on the road with Mickey. This is season 2, episode 44 for November 1st, 2021. And our feature topic is our top 3 Disney breakfasts. We are looking at breakfast. It's time to talk some food. We haven't talked food in a while.
Yeah.
And it's time to talk about some food. And we are going to give our top 3 breakfasts from our times at visiting Walt Disney World. But before we get started on that, I have some updates from last week. We were talking about the Boo Bash, and we wanted to get feedback from the group. So we asked if people had gone to the Boo Bash, and if so, what were their thoughts about it? And we received some really good feedback, specifically from listener Cindy, who wrote, "My family of 4 attended in late August. My husband and teen boys have done an after-hours event, but not a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. She has done the party. So they had no preconceived notion about what a Halloween event at Disney should be like. They are not really into parades, so we basically went for the low wait times. Her thought was, if that is what you are after, then the Boo Bash is worth every penny in her opinion. She basically walked on everything. She said, I think our longest wait was 15 minutes, and that was for 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. But if you love all the parades and fireworks and stage shows that normally come with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and you don't really care about rides, then you will probably be disappointed." So there is definitely some, there is a difference between the two events, and there's meant to be. It's supposed to be different. Yeah. So that's the key is it an after hours for low wait times on the rides, or is it a true Not So Scary Halloween party? And so I still hope next year Not So Scary is back. And,
Me too.
And you know what? They might split them up and have both. I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know.
So time will tell on that. But that was the feedback. Thank you, Cindy, for that excellent feedback. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And now let's move on to Cheddar from the Big Cheese. Brenda, you're going to start us off.
Well, the Epcot International Festival of the Arts is scheduled to be back on January 14th through February 21st, 2022. Have you ever been to the festival?
No, we haven't.
We have not.
I think I wanted to go to it though.
I
Yeah,
think
it's on the
you do too.
list.
I think it's on my list. And some of my friends say that it's their favorite of the festival events that you have at Epcot. It's their absolute favorite. So it's just something that the dates never work out for us. So
But
we'll
it's
have
cool they're
to.
carrying it on.
Yeah, it is really neat.
Yeah.
All right. And in that vein of things opening and so forth, I have some more reopening information and dates.
Hey.
Over at Animal Kingdom, the Tam Tam Drummers of Harambe are returning on November 7th.
Oh, awesome.
And over at Hollywood Studios, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular is returning on December 19th. Also, Disney Movie Magic is set to return in November. That's off of the Grauman's Chinese Theater,
Mm-hmm.
along with the Meet Disney Junior Pals, and also Minnie Mouse starring in Red Carpet Dreams are both
Awesome.
set to return. So those are starting
Those
to
are
see some
biggies.
character interactions coming back.
Yes, those
Oh,
are
I can't
biggies over
wait.
there for sure.
And by the way, off of the Disney Movie Magic, when we were there on September 30th, the day before the 50th, we were at Hollywood Studios and they had a show, and it was the magic of animation. And it was, I think, similar to what the Disney Movie Magic show is that's going to be at Hollywood Studios. It was off of Grauman's Chinese Theater and all that, and it celebrated the animation. And I recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube this week. So go check it out if you're interested in seeing what that was about. It was about a 10-minute show, maybe a little bit longer. Had a little bit of small fireworks, nothing huge, but it was mainly projection onto areas around Grauman's Chinese Theater, and it was kind of cool. So I
What they're
enjoyed it.
able to do with the projection nowadays is crazy ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right
right.
then. Well, the last bit of Disney cheddar that we have. Sorry, I get it. I'm very focused on my Disney history this time. But the last bit of cheddar that we have on October 25th, this is actually also a extension of my Disney history from last week. In addition to that being the day that the dedication ceremony for Walt Disney World occurred in 1971, it was also the day that the electrical water pageant at Walt Disney World premiered.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And they've
50
just
years.
updated that for the 50th.
They
Yep.
did.
They
They
did.
did.
Can't wait to
Brenda,
see it.
I was to say, is that something that you guys make a point of seeing, Brenda?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I wish we made a point to see it. We didn't get the chance, really.
We never really seemed to check it all out. We seem to see bits of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like a little bit from the monorail as we're leaving, or from a boat when we're heading back to Fort Wilderness or whatever.
Yes.
Then we might see a little bit, but we've never seen the whole thing. So,
Well, I will try to record it when I'm there.
oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I can
That'd
send
be
it.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. So that wraps up our cheddar from the big cheese. Just a reminder, check us out. All the links are in the notes for how you can connect with us in our groups, YouTube, Instagram, email, and on and on. All right. And that takes us to our feature topic. It's time to talk some food.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's hope I don't get hungry during, or I might just go get myself something.
So if Sophie goes off camera for a moment, you'll know why. She'll prop up Grogu. Grogu will be sitting there looking like, where's my macaron? Waiting, Sophie, waiting.
Well, who's going first?
Brenda's going to go first. So, Brenda,
Gotta
let's
go
just
first.
do round robin. You talk
Okay.
about your first one, then Sophie's going to talk, and then I'm going to talk, and we'll just go around the table, okay?
All right.
All right.
Well, first, I want to clarify just a couple things first.
Go for it.
One, One is that I am a sweet. I mean,
You are
to the
sweet.
nth degree, I'm a sweet. I am not a savory snack person. I will never choose a chip over anything that's made of sugar.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
anyone that's going to listen to my selections needs to know that. And the second thing is Tusker House character breakfast used to be my favorite breakfast anywhere at Disney World. Now, right now, they're not doing the buffet and they're not doing the jungle juice. So jungle juice is like orange juice, guava juice, and passion fruit, and it is so delicious. It's just I love that juice. But I also love the buffet breakfast, but I'm not real keen on the breakfast they're serving right now. So this did not make my list, but I wanted people to know that if Tusker House goes back to the buffet, that would pop it right up to number one.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my caveats. And the second thing is these are not in any order, like they're not in like my top
Favorite.
one favorite, top two. These are just all three favorite things I wanted to share today for breakfast options. Okay,
Okay.
so with that being said, my first one is that I've always been team Tonga toast. Always. Ever since my first time having Tonga toast at the Kona Cafe, I have been a Tonga toast freak. So if you've never had Tonga toast, people, I'm going to read you what it is. It's banana stuffed French toast, battered, deep fried, rolled in cinnamon, and topped with strawberry compote. It is so good and it's unique to Disney. You get it at the Kona Cafe. You can get a version of it at Captain Cook's, which is the quick service at the Polynesian, but it does not come with the strawberry compote. And I am so sorry. It is not the same for me without the strawberry compote. So I will go to Kona Cafe to have my Tonga toast.
Yeah.
It is so good.
You know what?
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 I've had Tonga toast and I didn't like it that much.
Oh.
I love it.
It was so much, and I don't know what it was, but there was a bitterness to me, I think, with the bananas, and I don't know what it was about it,
Oh, I
but
don't either.
it just.
I love it.
But I have
Not
had
bitter to me at all.
it. So anyway, I just think that's funny, and I was like, she's gonna be talking about Tonga toast, and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
Tonga toast stunk, and it was horrible.
Oh, I love Tonga toast. Write in and let us know if you are team Tonga toast or if you can leave it.
Yeah,
I'm curious to know.
I am too.
I think that I also had the Tonga toast when we had breakfast at the Kona Cafe once, but I don't think it was memorable to me.
Oh, I loved it. I love it.
I think maybe part of it is that I'm a traditional kind of person when it comes to breakfast foods. So like French toast or pancakes, I'm getting like regular pancakes, regular French toast, not
Not
things
fancy
added.
foo-foo?
Yeah, not things added into them. So I think maybe that probably had some. But you know what? I'm glad I tried it though.
Yeah.
And I know there's a billion people that love Tonga toast. And
I'm one of
I'm like,
those
you know
billion.
what, Brenda? I'm gonna give up my Tonga toast just so you can enjoy it.
Thank you. You're so
Like,
sweet.
that
I'll
is
give you
the kinda
my
guy I
I'll give you
am.
my bacon and eggs and biscuits and all kind of stuff like
Give
that.
Sophie the
And
eggs.
you can
I'll
give me
take
your
the
Tonga
biscuits
toast.
and the bacon.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, well, I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Your turn. You go next, Sophie.
So here's the thing. I don't usually get memorable breakfasts when I'm at Disney. Breakfast at Disney is not an event to me. It's just a quick, I'm hungry, let's get something in my belly before we go hit all the rides at the park. Otherwise, I'm going to starve and then I'll be miserable. But there have been exceptions to that. So
Okay.
I'm actually going for my number 3 instead of my number 1 right now because my number 1 and my number 2 are so much better than my number 3 and I want to leave it off with a good ending.
Bang, huh?
So my number 3 is actually the Friar's Nook, which is a small restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. It is right across the way from, well, it's not right across the way from, it's actually next door to Winnie the Pooh and diagonally across the street from the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yep.
And it has outdoor seating and all that stuff. And the reason I liked it so much was because they have these donut holes and they're covered in cinnamon sugar and they are so good. They taste exactly like a hot apple fritter, and that's the only way to have an apple fritter, so you know that they are good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
They
ate
are
those.
wonderful.
We ate those on Easter Sunday. Sophie and
Yep.
I had them while Mima and Mommy had bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. And
The only
yeah.
downside to it is that it didn't seem filling enough, and next time I go to the Friar's Nook, I'm probably going to end up getting 2 orders.
And I'm not sure, and this is something that we should probably investigate down the road. I'm not sure how often Friar's Nook is open for breakfast. It might have been a situation where they were, it's like a special thing where they were open. So
Well,
I'll investigate that and see.
it seems like the donut holes were a permanent thing on the menu. So
Okay.
I would have said that it is open for breakfast regularly.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a
Your
good one.
turn.
That is a good one. So
Yeah.
I am going to start with one of my favorite breakfasts we've had. And that was over at Cape May Cafe in 2010. It was Sophie, Cindy, myself, and Stephanie. And we ate at Cape May Cafe for breakfast. And I loved it. We were there for Sophie's birthday. It was the surprise trip when Steph came for the first time with us. And that was one of our reservations we made. It was the first time we ate there, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it because we had Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck and Goofy there for character shots. And even though it was breakfast, Sophie still got the birthday cupcake.
Yeah.
And blew out her candle, and I got a picture. In fact, let me share that picture. I gotta pull it up. But it was just a lot of fun because we were able to see.
I really miss the buffets at Disney. I really, really miss buffets because we were a buffet family. I mean, I had 3 kids and 2 of them were big boys, and we were buffet people. I miss buffets.
Yeah. You see it?
Aww.
Cute. Very cute.
Aww.
And it's like, I love it because not just because Sophie's a little kid there, but also because Donald is just like, she's blowing out her candle and he's excited for her,
Cute.
Aww.
So,
Sweet.
That's one of the few pictures where I actually look cute as a kid.
You
very sweet.
Often look cute as a kid, so
yes.
So anyway, that was buffet, and Mickey waffles, bacon, sausage links, eggs. But what I remember most, it probably speaks to my size issues right now, but I remember most that the Danishes that they had were really kicking. They were really, really good.
Yeah. Love the Danishes.
So anyway, so it was just a fun breakfast for us. So I enjoyed that. I really did.
Sweet.
All right, Brenda, what's your second choice today?
My second choice is, anyone who knows me knows this is one of my favorite things ever at Disney. It doesn't matter what time of the day, and it doesn't matter what time of the day you get this, but I do get this for breakfast pretty often, and that is the Nutella Waffle at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. which is my picture today.
Yeah, great picture.
If you have not had the Nutella waffle, it's a big, huge waffle, and it's got Nutella on it and strawberries, banana slices, and blueberries. And it is so delicious. I get it pretty much every time I have any kind of breakfast time at Magic Kingdom.
So let me ask you something. When you're there, you got your family, you're all there, and you don't have a resi. So you're like, it's time, we got to get some breakfast. Do you all just like scatter and go get your food and then meet up somewhere, or what do you
No,
do?
we eat together. We always eat together, and we share. We usually share whatever's so that everybody gets like different things.
Okay.
So like that Nutella waffle, we cut that sucker in fourths, and that's plenty. I mean, they're big. They're really
They are
big.
They're huge.
Yeah, I've never eaten a whole one by myself.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say never, but I don't remember having
I
eaten one by myself.
I remembered eating it by myself. I will say it didn't really live up to my expectations. So I think the next time I go to Sleepy Hollow, I'm just getting a funnel cake.
Yeah, I'm not
Funnel
big
cake
on
is
funnel
good.
cake, but I love those waffles.
I love funnel cake.
It's a sweet for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah, the powdered sugar and all that is a little much for breakfast for me.
Not if
But
you
I
get a
really love the
milk.
Nutella.
Then
Yummy.
you're cutting it, so.
So
All
what
right.
is your next one, Sophie?
All right. My next one, because I'm going from 3 to 1, of course. This one and these two, my last two, are going to be at resorts.
Okay.
Just because that's usually where I get my breakfast. This one is starting to get into the, okay, this is an event. This isn't just eating. And that is the Primo Piato at Disney's Riviera Resort. I've never stayed at the Riviera, but
Oh.
often what my parents and I do is on the last few days of our trip, we usually will meet up with one of our local friends from Orlando, and they'll come to the Disney Resort, and we'll go to the Riviera, and we'll have breakfast together to catch up on stuff. And this is usually Miss Amanda Major, who is an absolute saint, an angel. I love her so much, and I wish I could go visit her right now because it's making me miss her, how much I love her. And usually what I will get at the Primo Piatto at the Riviera, because it's not the La Petite Cafe for sure, that one gives me all my desserts that take me days to finish. But at the Primo Piatto, what I'll end up getting are these pancakes. And they're specifically blueberry pancakes with a lemon zest on them, and they are so good. My only qualm with them is that there are not more of them and they're small. It's not fair. They need to be bigger and there needs to be more of them.
Okay. Right in.
Yep.
Everybody, let's write in on to Disney and announce that they need to be bigger and more of them.
Yeah. That and the problem with Disney is that they never give you enough syrup for your waffles and pancakes.
Oh, but they
Never.
keep that out, baby. So next time you can get more.
Well, yeah.
They keep that, like in a little cubby somewhere
Yeah.
you can access it. But normally, just everyone that's listening, that normally comes with mascarpone cheese
Yeah.
on top, and Sophie says 86 the cheese. She doesn't want it on her pancakes.
No.
So
I'm not a fan of cheesy things.
just FYI, if you want those, you can mobile order them. That's what we normally do. And you can customize it so you can take certain things off. So there you go. But that's good. And that's a great little quick service because
It is.
you can mobile order, you can sit out, You can eat inside or outside. You can just relax. It's never, at least when we've been there, it's never that crazy busy as far as everyone waiting in line to get there. So it's just a great relaxing. It's a good place to sit and chat and be able to enjoy company. So
Yeah.
so now that we announced it to our millions of viewers,
That's right.
it's going to get overrun, and they're going to be like, "What happened?"
That's
And
right.
they'll be like, "It was on the road with Mickey. Talked about you guys." And they'll be like, "Who?"
Oh dear.
But anyway, good choice, Sophie. Good choice.
Absolutely, yeah.
My number 2 choice is my background
Cute.
with Sophie and Mickey Mouse. And if you don't know, that is a picture that was taken at Ohana. And it was taken when we ate there in, what did I say, 2008, 2009, something like that, for breakfast. And that was the Lilo and Stitch breakfast. And I have pictures with Lilo and with Stitch as well. And in addition to Mickey Mouse, you have Pluto. And that
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. But I love this picture with Mickey and Sophie. So that's why it became my background today.
Cute.
It's a great breakfast. It is a really, really good breakfast. And I am going to confess right here, right now, I don't care much for eggs, but I have photographic proof of me eating eggs at Ohana breakfast.
They must have done a good
And
job preparing those.
I did it deliberately, and it was my choice to do it. It wasn't like I got tricked
Yeah.
into eating them. So, but the other thing they have is obviously Mickey waffles and sausage, but the sausage is bigger, or was bigger when we ate there. It was bigger than the regular little tinier links. It was thicker, like Hawaiian sausage or something. So
Yeah, they
it
like
was
plump when you cook them or something. They're
it was
plump little
really good,
suckers.
really good. So it was a great breakfast. We went there, and we typically, when we're scheduling a breakfast, we make it a little bit later in the morning,
Yeah.
so
Because we
that,
don't like to get up early.
yeah, and we don't want to be rushed. And also, it's a situation where we're covering both the breakfast and a lunch, and then we eat dinner a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
and then we're 2 meals for the whole day.
Yeah. And
So
it's family style, so they just keep bringing whatever your favorites are the whole time. So that's a
yeah,
Yeah.
good choice.
yeah.
That was an excellent choice, Mike.
Nice, nice.
Oh dear.
But anyway, so Ohana breakfast, that was good for me. I like it. I would do that again.
Yeah.
And right now the characters are not there, so I'm hoping the characters come back soon. Sorry, Sophie. Didn't mean to put a frown on there.
Aw. You know I love characters.
I know, me too. All right, Miss Brenda, number 3 on your list.
Oh, my final one. Well, the place is just one place, but there's 2 different breakfasts that I get there that I really like, and it just depends on the day. The
Okay.
place is the Roaring Fork, which is the quick service at the Wilderness Lodge. And I really, in general, love the Roaring Fork, period. But for breakfast, my choices are always either the chicken and waffles or the bananas Foster French toast. So it depends on, you know, your taste and if you want something super sweet or you want something kind of more bland. But the chicken and waffles is Mickey shaped waffles with pecan butter and maple syrup, and then of course with fried chicken. So I like that.
Sounds.
It's
I,
really good.
I was gonna say sounds savory a
It
little.
a little bit, but the pecan butter and the syrup,
Little
it
bit.
makes it, yeah, that savory sweet combination, which is so good. The second one is the bananas Foster French toast, which is thick brioche battered in cinnamon egg custard and topped with bananas Foster and whipped cream. and it's served with potato hash, which I don't even bother to eat. But I love the Banana Foster French toast. I also love the Ohana bread pudding that's Banana Foster sauce. So, that's not for breakfast, but for dessert. But yum.
That was
Very
a
good.
freebie. She threw that one out for everyone to hear. Just
yes,
a
so
little
good.
something. There you go.
So good.
But
So you don't have a favorite. It's one of
sounds so good
two.
though.
Yeah. But it's just.
But it's a savory thing, right?
Yeah, I usually give that to Butch because he really likes like hash browns and things like that.
Oh, I love hash browns. Cracker Barrel's hash brown casserole.
That is pretty good, actually.
Sponsored today by Cracker Barrel.
Exactly.
I wish.
So that's it for my top 3. That's all I got.
And so this is at Fort Wilderness.
Yep. No, it's at the Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge. Sorry. I was getting confused. I was like, I don't remember it. Okay.
Yeah. It's at the Wilderness Lodge. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's one of our favorite places to stay. So I'm kind of used to that.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be back there again soon.
Is that where you're staying?
That's where we're staying our first 4 nights. Then we move over to the boardwalk. Yep. We're doing a split stay.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
And you know what? One of the questions, especially pandemic, that we're going to have when we have our Brenda's Walt Disney World recap show down the road, one of the questions will be how luggage transfer is handled.
Easily. Very easily handled.
Because I thought they had made changes.
Just like it's always been.
It is just like it's always been?
Yeah.
So you don't have to carry your luggage?
Not at all.
Okay.
You just go to the park and they do that for you.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Well, that answer is done. Okay, we don't have to ask that one.
Well, we're still going to ask it anyway, just to be sure
I'll
that
forget.
it stays the
I'll
same.
forget. So.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for me now. My number 1. Not my number 3.
1.
And this one has been a long time coming. I haven't had these in forever, but thankfully a certain food truck over in Apex has gotten me my fix when I need it the most.
Oh, I know where she's going.
Yeah.
And I am talking about the French Quarter beignets. I love beignets. 3 squares a day keeps my sadness away. That's my motto, and it's been working like a charm. It's very accurate. Oh goodness, work is stressful. And so here's the thing. When we go to Disney next, we're gonna stop by the French Quarter, Daddy. This is not up for debate, and I'm going to get my beignets, and I'll share with you if you ask nicely, of course.
Or we'll both get beignets so we don't have to share.
Yeah, that's true. And so, for those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about with the food truck, Daddy knew exactly what I was saying because there's a food truck that arrives in Apex every once in a while, and whenever it's there, it's called Mr. A's Beignets, and they make them the way they're made down in New Orleans. And they are so good. You know they're good by just how messy our shirts are with powdered sugar after we're done eating. They are delicious.
Yep.
Yep. I want to make a suggestion out to Disney while we're here on the podcast and our millions of listeners are listening. Yeah. Disney, listen up.
Go for it.
You're getting ready to redo Splash Mountain. You're theming it after Tiana. Hop over to Disneyland. You go to New Orleans Square. You get your beignets without having to go to a resort. Mm-hmm. When you've done the Tiana redo on Splash Mountain, build a little beignet place right next to it. Use the place that was the pirate scavenger hunt thing or whatever. Do something. But make it where we can get beignets in the Magic Kingdom, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. Although, to be fair, I really do not know when they're going to be retheming Splash Mountain because I thought it was supposed to happen sometime this year, but it hasn't. And then I looked to see if it was going to happen in 2022. Nothing. There's been no dates released,
Just an
so I don't
announcement so
know.
far. So
Yep. But they'll
that's
just all
down
of
the
a
road.
sudden say starting next week, it'll be closed. So,
Yeah.
Ooh.
so, you know,
Hope you didn't want to go on Splash Mountain.
Well, that's not an official announcement yet. So
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it's gonna happen that way, and I hope
they
Miss
need to
Brenda
make,
didn't want to go on
yeah,
Splash Mountain.
Miss Brenda will probably go on Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
yep.
So
All
Yay.
right.
anyway, that was a
choice,
great
Sophie.
one. Great choice, Sophie. I don't know
Thank
why
you.
it didn't cross my mind.
Yeah, if I'm going to eat powdered sugar for breakfast, that's going to be the one thing I'm
Yeah.
going to eat with it.
And I'm bringing a spoon with me because that's the only
That's
way
the
to
way
get
you
the
get all
powdered
the powdered
sugar.
sugar.
Yeah. You get a spoon.
So I'm taking us to the year 2014.
Ooh.
It was Sophie's 13th birthday. And we were at Bay Lake Towers with Riley and Sheila and Randy and Jagan. And we were there to celebrate Sophie's birthday. And it was the first trip. It was the first time that Sheila, Randy, and Jagan had come to Disney World when we were there. So we were able to enjoy each other's company. And of course, Riley and Jagan and Sophie became best friends like 2 seconds after they met.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they did was Randy and Sheila took all the girls to, what was it, Blizzard Beach or was it Typhoon Lagoon?
Blizzard Beach.
It was Blizzard Beach. And they went to the water park. And to this day, that's still the only time that any of the three of us have been to a water park. Cindy and
And
I
I
have
want
never
to go
been.
back. I want to
Yeah.
go back. And I can go back in the winter because Blizzard Beach has heated pools.
Yeah. So anyway, they were at Blizzard Beach. That meant Cindy and I had a day to ourselves, and we went to the Magic Kingdom, and we met up for dinner later. And we went on that day. We went to Gaston's Tavern, and we had cinnamon rolls from Gaston's, and it was really, really good. And I had been critical of the cinnamon rolls moving from the Main Street Bakery when they made it into a corporate Starbucks. but but that day at the at Gaston's, the two of us having cinnamon rolls, it was really good. And it was just like the perfect time to have that cinnamon roll. So it was just a really good outing for us. So that was number 3, was my time having Gaston's. And it's not so much the having of the cinnamon roll as the memory of that whole time, So
Yeah,
that's
that's a great choice.
so
Cinnamon rolls
that's
for
my number
breakfast.
3.
Who can go wrong?
Exactly. So that is number 3 for me. And that is the conclusion of our feature topic.
Yep.
Yep.
So any honorable mentions? I don't have any.
I don't either. I already mentioned my Tusker house
Well,
that I
I
missed.
guess I gotta mention everything pop, because that's where I've had breakfast at the most, it seems. Or
Yeah.
at least the most recently, because I don't think we ever had like a true breakfast in any of the parks on our last trip. All of our breakfast was done at Pop Century.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. That's my honorable mention.
Okay. All right. Well, that wraps up our feature topic, and that takes us to this day in Disney history for November 1st.
And
Sophie,
I've got something special. All of
take it away.
these happened on the exact same day, November 1st, in 2009.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it was ages ago, the ancient year of 2009. And to start it all off, I'm going down the list here. In 2009, November 1st, the Magic Kingdom at Disney World hosts the last not so scary Halloween party of the 2009 season. It'll be back next year, don't worry, but this is the last one for the year and probably the most busy. Meanwhile, again, Orlando's Smile ambassadors, Kylie Post and Stacey Dornbus, complete their Orlando/Orange County Convention and Visitors Bureau's 67 Days of Smiles journey with a parade at the Magic Kingdom. The New York City duo serve as grand marshals to commemorate their 67-day journey that began on August 27th. We knew that Orlando has amazing theme parks and great resorts, but what really surprised us was the diversity of things to do, Stacey Dornbos said. So that's interesting to me because I didn't realize that was a thing.
No, I didn't either.
Me neither.
But hey, they
Good
were
thing.
grand marshals to a parade, so clearly it's important.
It's
Yeah.
clearly a thing.
And then again, in 2009, more than 100 Santas, Mrs. Clauses, and Santa's helpers show up at the Minneapolis Mall of America for the special screening of Disney's A Christmas Carol.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Time for
Very
Christmas,
nice.
everybody.
Yes.
Sorry,
Let's go.
Halloween's
Let's go.
over. Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again.
That's right.
Nice. Good job, Sophie.
Yay!
I love Christmas, isn't it obvious?
And speaking of Christmas trees, it's time to stump the Soph. I'm full of them today, huh?
Oh my gosh, that was bad, Brenda. Brenda, no.
Oh, not
Stump.
bad.
Stump.
Bad.
Oh gosh.
I give that one a solid 5 out of 9.5.
100
Thank
out of
you.
100.
Thank you for being generous, Sophie.
Well, I have a really good character today.
Okay.
Is that a hint?
No, it's just an observation.
All right, then.
This character yearns to explore the world.
Ariel.
No,
Ooh, that was a good guess, though, Soph.
that was a good guess. This character imagines what life would be like down below.
Rapunzel.
No. That's
No,
another good guess. That was an awesome guess.
Okay.
Both of those were great.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Quasimodo, Hunchback
You-
of Notre Dame.
You
That's
got
gotta be it.
it. You got it.
Very
The
good.
last clue would have been the giveaway, I think. The two become friends when she claims sanctuary. I think that would have
Quasimodo.
given it away. But
Quasimodo.
down below, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Wasn't that a good character?
Oh, that was awesome.
So, did you know Quasimodo's parents were Romanes?
I did
I
know
guess, does that mean they're citizens of Rome?
I don't think so. All I know is that they were, as described in the movie, they were gypsies.
Okay. Oh, so they're
Roamers.
from Romania. From Romania.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Quasimodo is about 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he has green eyes.
Yeah, I think I did know that. It's weird though, because He actually looks nothing like his parents in the movie. His parents have darker skin and black hair, like Esmeralda does. But Quasimodo has fair skin and red hair and the green eyes, of course. That's really the only similarity I saw between them.
That's
It's an
interesting.
interesting thing, and I don't know how to explain it.
I don't either.
Very interesting. You never know where your genealogy is going to lead you. We have people like that in our family too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, just
Good job,
look different.
Sophie.
Thank you.
Yes, that was a very good job, Sophie.
That was really well.
Hey.
All right. Now it's time for a little bit of Walt.
Who can go wrong with a little bit of Walt?
No one.
Well, Walt Disney said this: I think of a newborn baby's mind as a blank book. During the first years of his life, much will be written on the pages. The quality of the writing, whatever it be, will affect his life profoundly. Let us multiply that single mind by millions. What is written on that enormity of youthful minds will alter the course of the world. This is how history is determined. It is self-evident to anybody who studies the history of the human race.
Yeah. Wow.
So important what's written on those little minds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was a great quote.
Thank you.
What an awesome man.
What an awesome man is the truth.
Absolutely.
Wow.
All right.
Well, that, my friends, wraps us up. And we have a treat for you for next week. We're going to keep talking about some food.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
And for Sophie and I, it's going to get, and maybe even for Brenda, but for Sophie and I specifically, it's going to get a lot harder because next week we're talking about our top 3 Disney dinners. So for all the meals we've had at Disney, we got to come up with our top 3.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yep.
Right. No pressure, Sophie.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine.
Grogu, no pressure, buddy. He still wants to know where his macaron is.
I'll get it to you later, bud. Calm down.
And River is like, hey, don't forget me, Sophie. I'm not chopped liver.
River's upstairs asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, thank you all for joining us. And we have had a great episode, great time talking with y'all. And Sophie, Brenda, Grogu, and myself hope you have a great week. And we will see you on the road. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.